Welcome to Talk GT's In the Showroom series, and today we are blessed to be in the presence of a true unicorn, the Holy Grail, the Nismo 400R. So what makes the 400R special? One of those things is rarity. They plan to make 100 of these cars. Officially, they say 44 were made, but the GTR registry, the highest number they have managed to locate is number 40. And of those 40, they've only managed to locate 19 of them. This is a truly rare car. Now, the GTR registry have also managed to translate the original Japanese sales blurb. And it makes for interesting reading, not least because of the lack of punctuation. Now, I can't memorize it, so I'm going to pull out my phone and read it out to you. Bear with me on this. The 400R, based on the Skyline GTR and filled with the racing experience and sport option development experience of racing specialist company Nismo to answer the desires of GTR fans. Races have been held long before the GTR came around. We planned our strategies for winning races, and through a great number of victories and our continued experience on the street as well, kept developing towards a truly unique vehicle. Can't say fairer than that. Let's start with the exterior, which is really what sets this car off from all the other R33 GTRs. The body kit, the bonnet, the wheels, they were all exclusive for the 400R, and they all serve a purpose. The bumper, for a starter, is unique in every way. It's got the N1 vents moulded into it. That allows the larger intercooler to get more air. It's got the carbon fibre fillet around it, which directs more air into the intercooler. You've got your brake ducts, but then you've got these auxiliary cooling ducts, behind which is an oil cooler. The oil cooler is an air to oil cooler, as opposed to the air to water oil cooler on the standard one. The air can rush in, and then it comes out of these vents here. The wheels, specifically for the Nismo 400R, differ from the original R33 in the fact that they're 18 by 10s. The standard R33 GTR, 17 inch. These are forged, they are very strong, they are lightweight. They're also 10mm greater on the offset, which means that the track is wider. And to cover that, they've got these fender flares, wheel arch extensions that increase the width of the car by 50mm or 2 inches. The bonnet or hood, again, unique to the car. This one is based on the design of the LM GT1 race car. It's designed for its aerodynamic and cooling capabilities. The air can rush in through the grille, through the intercooler, and then come out through this vent over the car, allowing the cooling capacity to be greater and the aerodynamics to flow nicer. Around the car, you are left in no doubt that this is a Nismo. It's everywhere. It's on the wheels, you've got badges here. On the exterior, there are 6 references to 400R, and on the interior, just in case, the steering wheel and the plaque inside tells you it's a 400R. Oh, look at that. 400R on the key as well, not even a standard key. It's got its own unique key. This one's coming home with me. Moving on, the side skirts, again, unique for the car, complete with the extensions on the door so it flows nicely, going all the way around. Vents, not sure if they're functional, but they look cool. The stripes, no other GTR came with stripes like this. They just add an air of motorsport to the car, especially when you've got the passivated black bolts on the wheels. It really does scream motorsport. Coming round to the rear, you've got this gorgeous adjustable carbon fibre spoiler. So you can adjust the downforce at the back depending on whether you're going for high speed or you want more grip, or really you just want to look cool. Again, another 400R badge on the boot lid, 400R on the spoiler, 400R there. They really wanted to shout about this car. They really wanted to let the customers, the buyers, the drivers know that they've got something that is a really special vehicle. Japanese performance cars in the 1990s were all about the body kit. This is no different. It's full of vents and scoops, and they actually have a purpose. At the minute, on a Japanese auction site, there is a genuine 400R kit for sale. The auction is not over yet, and current bids, just for the body kit, 6 million yen. That translates into £35,000, $45,000 for a body kit. For a body kit. It's mental. I don't know, if you're buying that kit, fair play to you, fair play. Moving on to the interior. To many, this looks like a standard R33 GTR interior, which is no bad thing. These seats are incredibly comfortable and supportive. The seating position is absolutely bang on. But if you look, everywhere you look, there are Nismo badges, 400R badges, the carpets, the seats, the gauges, the gear knob. There's 400R on the horn push, 400R on the gauges. You are in no doubt that when you're driving this car, you're in something other than an R33 GTR. I mean, an R33 GTR is a great car, but this takes it up not just one level, but many, many levels. Now, what you all really, really want to see is what lies under the bonnet, the hood, the heart of the beast. Once you pop the bonnet, you're greeted by this lovely satin finished carbon fibre. Beautiful titanium strut brace, again unique to the 400R. Some lovely TIG welding on it. And under that is the heart of the beast, the RBX GT2. This differs in so many ways from the standard RB26. For a start, it's a 2.8 litre, not a 2.6. And they achieved this by increasing both the bore and the stroke. Now, the engine itself wasn't made by Nissan or Nismo. It was made by Rareness, who are a German motorsport company. They designed and engineered and built this engine. Examples of this have raced in Le Mans and Pikes Peak, amongst other motorsport races. It really does have pedigree. Inside it, everything is forged. The crank, the rods, the pistons. The pistons even feature extra cooling channels. The head is reinforced, the block is reinforced. It's also got a multi-layer steel head gasket. The turbo manifolds have been redesigned. They are more freer flowing, and they're attached to some Nismo N1 turbos with uprated actuators. This car kicks out double the boost of the standard RB26. Rather than the standard water to oil cooler, it's an air oil cooler that's fitted down in the front bumper that we touched on earlier. The air passes through it, it keeps the engine in tip-top condition. Those turbos then expel all their gases through a Nismo titanium exhaust. That is very strong, but crucially, it is incredibly lightweight in comparison to a stainless steel or even a mild steel system. It's larger diameter and it looks gorgeous as it's coming out the back of the car. Got these lovely welds on it. The power of this engine is what gives the car its name. 400 PS, hence 400R. The R is for racing. PS is the metric version of horsepower. It's slightly greater than 1 horsepower. 1 horsepower equates to about 99% of 1 PS. And it's German. And it basically means Pferdestark, translates to horse strength. It's the same thing, just a slight different unit. It doesn't sound much, 400 horsepower, but it made this car do 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds, which in 1996 was A, a lot of power, and B, a very fast car. Nowadays, you can get a family hatchback with that sort of power. The game has moved on, but this is timeless. When this car was new, Nismo were charging 12 million yen. That's about £70,000, which today seems like a bargain for this, but back in '96, that was a lot of money. However, the values of these have increased exponentially. These really are a collector's item now. They are rarer than the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, of which they made 39 in various guises, and the last one changed hands for about 50 or 60 million pounds. So if you have the means and you can find one for sale. I do suggest that you try and pick one up. I'd love to drive this, but with the values where they are, I'm too scared to take it out on the road, just because I wouldn't want to get it damaged and it's not mine. Now, if you want to know more about this car, head over to the GTR registry. They have every detail on the 400R for you to pore over to your heart's content. In the meantime, drink it all in, and thanks for watching.